As the government shutdown enters its second month, over 41,700,000 adults and children in the U.S. are at risk of losing their SNAP benefits next month. And just in case you didn't know, SNAP is just another name for the former food stamp program. So that is a lot of people who will be potentially going on a rather serious crash diet for the month of November, and it should be interesting to see how all this plays out. I mean, it's not just single adults or senior citizens on food stamps who can just go on a diet or something. There are millions of children and single parents who also receive food stamps, and most are living in rather third world poverty conditions right here in the United States. And for some background information on SNAP, last year the SNAP program cost the federal government approximately $100.3 billion, which works out to about $8.3 billion per month. So for the month of November, Trump is trying to save the federal government approximately that $8.3 billion by withholding food stamp benefits to the masses. This might sound like a lot of money, but SNAP accounts for less than 2% of the total federal budget of $6.8 trillion each year. However, for the people receiving SNAP, this is a lot of money, as each family member is eligible for up to $294 per month in benefits, which is over $3,500 per person per year. And for a poor family, that could add up very quickly. Just doing the math, for a family of four, that would be about $14,000 per year. So that is, in fact, quite a bit of money. And however, you do have to be rather poor to be eligible for the SNAP program, as eligibility begins when monthly income is less than $3,300 per month for a family of four, or that works out to about $40,000 per year. So you have to make less than that just to start your eligibility for the program. So these certainly are not only are they not high net worth, but you know, these are people experiencing some poverty, and some in a very serious way. And I think almost everyone would agree that it would be rather difficult to support a family of four on $40,000 per year unless you have some sort of exceptional situation, such as all your bills are paid, you have no rent, no house payment, no car payment, and in general, no debt, which I don't think is very realistic for most people in this income group. So besides forcing the Democrats to accept the White House's budget, what exactly is Trump trying to accomplish by this move? Which, of course, will obviously hurt the poor people of this country. And I think it's rather safe to say that Trump probably doesn't care very much about poor people in general, regardless of their party affiliation, whether they're Republican or Democrat. And Trump was able to cut taxes for the rich in both terms, his first term and this term. Namely, he did so by cutting the social programs for the poor. And so targeting the food stamp program is nothing new for Trump, as under his big, beautiful tax bill, cuts were made to both the food stamp program and the health insurance programs for the poor, or the Medicaid program. So Trump use these savings from these cuts to fund his tax cuts for the rich. And this has the effect of basically starving the government for revenues as the taxes for the rich go down. In general, overall, the tax revenues for the government will go down as well, though some people might argue, well, now there'll be more business that will make up for these tax cuts and the government will, make as much money or more. But for the most part, that hasn't happened or at least not very well, because the U.S. is still running this massive budget deficit each year. And so all this fits rather neatly into Trump's master plan of reducing government spending any way possible and cutting taxes for the rich. However, it's yet to see how this all works out. I think if this goes on too long, I think we could have some serious problems, as even in Rome, Caesar was fond of saying the best way of controlling the populace was to give them bread and games. And we certainly still might have games in this country in the form of, say, professional sports. But beginning next month, over 41 million Americans will have a lot less bread to eat. And it's yet to be seen what kinds of problems can develop in one of the richest countries in the world when over 41 million people are at or near starving. So this may not end well, and we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it won't go on for too long, and Trump will bring all the jobs back, and people hopefully won't need food stamps. Anyhow, please share your thoughts and comments below, and thank you for watching.